is March 14th, and we don't have a lot of snow, but we got snow. Yuck. This time of year, snow is just giant yuck. I don't want it anymore. I had a meeting that I went to last night, and I had to drive home after dark, and I don't like driving after dark anyway, and it was snowing really hard, and the roads were kind of nasty. You know, obviously I made it home okay, but I drove pretty slowly. Yeah, I hate driving in it. So anyway, this is a cold, yucky, nasty day, and I'm going to do some cleaning. This is going to be a clean with me video. And yeah, I'm going to be in my pajamas. So if you catch sight of me on the camera, I am going to be in my nice, cozy jammies because I don't feel like getting dressed right now. I want to get this video done. I'll probably get dressed later because I need to go to Dollar General, but this morning, as I film this video, I'm in my pajamas, and I hope you don't mind. Anyway, let's go clean. I'll show you what needs to be done today. This is what I need to deal with today. This is the aftermath of painting and staining trim for my bedroom. We are officially done staining and painting, so I need to get all of this mess cleaned up and get these drop cloths thrown away. This is covered in dust because we had to sand all those boards down and then stain them. And you know, obviously Scott's not done putting the trim up, but I can stack that neatly somewhere. Everything in here in this room is going to need to be dusted because when we sanded, dust went everywhere. So I'm going to have to dust everything in here. Yeah, get all the paint stuff. That's our box where we store all of our paint supplies. Get that all put away, clean all of this mess up, find somewhere to stack those pieces of trim. And then over here, there's some more stuff that needs to be put away. These are the boards that Scott's going to use to make my windowsills, the windowsills in our bedroom. I keep saying my bedroom, but it's our bedroom. So that's his project. He's going to deal with that. Those boards, he's going to take extra care with them and sand them really good and stain them and sand them and stain, you know, do the whole procedure so they look really nice. And I didn't want anything to do with that. So he is doing that. And then in here, in the family room, I got to get this room put all back together because here again, more stuff that came out of my bedroom that I may have to make decisions about. Most of it's going to go to Goodwill. I already know that. We're saving these boxes for when we do Olivia's floor because she's going to have to box up all of her stuff. So yeah, the goal for today is for me to get this basement at least put back together as much as I possibly can. There will still be boards laying out. I'm not going to put the shop vac away. This is my air fryer that doesn't work. It broke after 6 months of using it. This is a Casio brand, Casa. Don't recommend them. Don't buy those. It's a terrible. And the reason why we haven't thrown it away yet is because Scott thinks he might be able to fix it, but he hasn't had time to deal with it. But yeah, it literally worked for 6 months and then quit working. And I spent quite a bit of money on that thing. So anyway, it's just down here in the way, but it was upstairs in my way, not working, so I brought it down here. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to get started on this room and get all this garbage out of here before I can even think about cleaning anything like dusting. This has to go. All of this has to go. So let's get busy. as you all know, I have been going to Grief Share every Friday morning for the last few weeks, and it's just a class where you can learn how to deal with your grief of losing a loved one. And as part of the lesson last week, they were talking about how sometimes you can do things to avoid the pain of a loss. And it kind of dawned on me that I had made like a little memorial for my dogs when they passed away. I made a little memorial of my brother. I bought a shadow box and put a picture of him in there and his little, not program, but the little pamphlet from his funeral. And it dawned on me that I never did that for my mom. And I don't really know why I didn't, but I didn't. So now it's time to do something for my mom. So I got this shadow box off of Amazon. I will link it below. And it's very nice. Sorry about Olivia's bird. He's freaking out. It's got a film on the glass right now. And I told Olivia she could pull it off. It's like super satisfying to pull that film off. So I told her she could pull it off when I'm done with it. And it's just got this latch. It comes with mounts if you want to mount it on the wall, which I don't think I'm going to, but I'll hang on to them just in case. And then some push pins, and because it's got this like burlap backing with like a squishy thing under it. And then there's these two shelves, and they're supposed to be removable. I can't get this one to come loose, but this one is loose, and I think I am going to take that out. I like the shelves, but I really needed more room for other things up here. And so I was trying to gather some things that I could use to put in here for my mom. Let me go shut that door and hopefully the bird will stop screaming. Well, I shut the door, he's still screaming, but maybe it'll be less annoying. So I got some things that I had kept. I had kept stuff from my mom's funeral, but I hadn't displayed it anywhere. This was a rose from the bouquet that was on her coffin. It's not called a bouquet, I don't know, arrangement. This was something I found, I don't even remember where I found it, but that was my mom's handwriting. So I'm keeping that. And this is the little program from her funeral. This is a picture of my mom when she graduated from high school. These are scrapbook pages that I had made. And I just really, really like it. I'm going to try to fit these in here. That's why I had to take that shelf out. But it's just all different pictures of my mom throughout the years, and her with me. Like, that's me when I was a baby and a young girl. And then, I don't know how old I was there, probably 5. And so I wanted to include those. And then the other thing I have is I have my mom's headscarf. And I don't know why I get emotional. Sorry. My mother was in the era of women who wore headscarves whenever they left the house. And when we were clearing out her stuff, I found this. And at the time, it still smelled like her. And so I put it in this plastic bag and zipped it, tried to get all the air out of it, and put it in my sock drawer. And I was hoping I could preserve her smell. Well, that didn't work. It's been 7 years. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and take this headscarf out of the bag and put this in the box somehow. I really didn't expect to get emotional. Whew, sorry guys. This reminds me of my mom so much. So anyway, I'm gonna try to get myself, control myself, gather myself, and I'm gonna do this little memorial box for my mom. This is a poem that all of the siblings that were at the funeral home to make the arrangements, we chose this to be on the program. It's called Safely Home, and I'm not even going to attempt to read it because I know I won't be able to make it through it. But if you ever wanted to just look it up online, you might be able to find it. The first line is, I am home in heaven, dear ones, so oh so happy and so bright. There is perfect joy and beauty in this everlasting light. So if you want to find it, it's called Safely Home, and read it, you can. But like I said, I'm not going to attempt to. I don't really want to cut this picture down, but I do want to include it in here, so I don't have a choice. I'm gonna have to cut it down just a little bit. I'll cut this bottom part off that is kind of like faded anyway, and maybe just the framing. Olivia gets out of the shower, I'll have her peel this off, and then you can see what the final result is. I think there's one on the inside. Oh, great, there's one on the inside. Well, I guess that's good, it keeps it protected. All right, one more time. Oh my, he's so sweet. Looks something not exactly satisfying. Not exactly satisfying. More aggravating. They kind of put the plastic on before they put the glass in the frame, it looks like. Ugh, there we go. And all of it. Well, that does look nice though. All right, this room is all put back together. Looks so much better. Still have these boxes here, but like I said, Olivia's going to need those when we do her floor. And so that's just where they're going to live for now. And everything else is back and clean and wonderful. And here, pile of wood, which will not be here forever, thank goodness. And then I still need to put the vacuum away, but this room is so much better. This is my Goodwill stuff. It all needs to go to Goodwill, but everything else is back the way it should be. And then over here, I put that shadow box. This is my brother's little memorial I did for him. And this was his marker before his stone got to the grave, and when they replaced it, my dad thought I might want that. This is something that my brother made when he was in school. My brother was a smoker, but he never smoked a pipe, so I don't really know. Well, maybe he did and didn't like it. I don't know, but those were found in his room, so I hung on to those. And this isn't really a memorial thing. I just stuck this here, but it's an old hymn book. And yeah, and there's my mom's memorial. So anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish today, and that was to get this basement back in shape as much as I possibly could. Like I said, there's still that big pile of wood, but that will be a decreasing situation, so that'll be gone before I know it. And yeah, so it'll probably be at least another week before you guys see my bedroom makeover. It's actually a remodel. We really just totally gutted it, and I mean, we didn't take down the walls, but we just totally made that room over, and it's starting to look so good. I can't wait to share it with you guys, but it will just depend on how long it takes Scott to get the rest of that trim put up and make the window frames and window sills. So I'm not going to rush him, but probably be another week or two. I was hoping by the end of March, but it might be closer to April before that video comes out, but just keep looking for it. It'll come out soon, I promise. All right, friends, thanks so much for spending the morning with me. I am actually dressed now. But thank you for spending the morning with me getting this job done. It was bothering me so much. It actually didn't stay. It wasn't like that for very long because we had just last week finished, just a few days ago, finished staining those boards. So we got it cleaned up as fast as we could, and I'm very happy for that. And that's the biggest remodel job that we have in any, you know, probably for the next foreseeable future. So anyway, friends, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If it motivated you, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. We'll talk to you later, friends. Bye-bye.